Today, we're diving into the diverse world of sports and exercise science career opportunities, with a focus on regions including Australia, the UK, Europe, and the USA. Let's start with the role of a sports scientist. To enter this field, one typically needs an undergraduate degree in sports science, exercise science, or a related field, and often a master's degree in sports science or related specializations can be beneficial. The job market offers a range of salaries depending on experience and location. Entry-level positions in the UK can earn between £25,000 to £30,000, while in Australia, the range starts from £55,000 to £65,000 Australian dollars. In Europe, you're looking at €30,000 to €40,000, and in the USA between $50,000 to $65,000. As you gain experience, these figures can increase significantly. The competition level for these roles is moderate to high, with the pros including opportunities to work with athletes and an engaging work environment, though it may require working irregular hours. To get into this field, gaining experience through internships or volunteering with sports teams is crucial, as well as obtaining relevant certifications. Job prospects are moderate, with higher chances in urban areas and specialized sports institutions. Countries with high employment in this field include the UK, Australia, the USA, Germany, the Netherlands, and Spain. Typical employers are sports teams and clubs, universities, and national sports organizations. Moving on to exercise physiologists, who typically hold an undergraduate degree in exercise physiology, kinesiology, or a related field, with a master's degree often preferred, especially for clinical roles. Salary prospects start at an entry level from £20,000 to £30,000 in the UK, £55,000 to £65,000 Australian dollars in Australia, €30,000 to €40,000 in Europe, and $50,000 to $60,000 in the USA. Mid-level and high-level positions see substantial increases. The competition level here is moderate. Pros of this career include working in diverse settings such as hospitals and sports teams, while cons include the need for continuous education and certification updates. To enter this field, one should obtain professional certification and gain clinical experience through internships. Job prospects are relatively moderate, higher in health-focused organizations, with high employment in the USA, UK, Australia, Germany, France, and Sweden. Workplaces include hospitals, rehabilitation centers, fitness centers, and sports teams. Lastly, let's consider the role of a strength and conditioning coach. Qualifications include an undergraduate degree in sports science, exercise science, or a related field, with a master's degree and additional certifications like CSCS proving advantageous. Salary ranges from £20,000 to £30,000 at entry level in the UK, £50,000 to £60,000 Australian dollars in Australia, €30,000 to €40,000 in Europe, and $40,000 to $50,000 in the USA. As one progresses, salaries can rise significantly. This field is highly competitive. The pros include having a direct impact on athlete performance and working in varied settings, though it can involve long hours and be physically demanding. To get into this field, interning with sports teams and obtaining relevant certifications are key steps. Job prospects are competitive, but can be improved through effective networking. High employment countries include the USA, UK, Australia, Germany, Italy, and Spain, with typical employers being professional and amateur sports teams, universities, and private training facilities. As a sports coach, the journey begins typically with an undergraduate degree in sports coaching, sports science, or a related field. Further enhancement can be achieved through additional coaching certifications and diplomas. The job market varies by region, with entry-level salaries ranging from £18,000 to £25,000 in the UK and up to $45,000 in the USA. As experience grows, so does the salary, reaching up to $60,000 in the USA for mid-level positions and even surpassing $80,000 at high levels. The competition for these roles is high, making job security somewhat uncertain and heavily dependent on team performance. To enter this field, one might start with volunteering or part-time coaching roles, gradually obtaining necessary certifications. The demand for coaches is notably high in countries like the USA, UK, Australia, Spain, Germany, and France, primarily in schools, universities, sports clubs, and national sports associations. The path to becoming a sports nutritionist generally starts with an undergraduate degree in nutrition, dietetics, or sports science, followed by a master's degree in sports nutrition or dietetics and relevant certification. Entry-level salaries start from £20,000 in the UK and can reach up to $60,000 in the USA. With more experience, professionals can earn up to $100,000 in high-level positions. The competition in this field is moderate. Sports nutritionists enjoy the flexibility of working in various environments and the ability to specialize in sports performance nutrition. However, this role requires continuous education and certification. Breaking into this career typically involves gaining experience through internships and obtaining relevant certifications. Job opportunities are moderate but can be improved through effective networking, particularly in high-employment countries like the USA, UK, Australia, Germany, Sweden, and the Netherlands, working with sports teams, health centers, or in private practice. Physical therapists in sports, also known as physiotherapists, find a strong job market especially at mid- and high-level positions. Salaries range from £30,000 to £45,000 in the UK at mid-level, and can soar up to $110,000 in the USA at high levels. The competition is moderate, but the demand is high, particularly in healthcare settings. The role, while rewarding, is physically demanding, and requires extensive education including a degree in physiotherapy, licensure, and relevant certifications. Physical therapists often find employment in hospitals, clinics, with sports teams, or at rehabilitation centers, particularly in countries like the USA, UK, Australia, Germany, France, and the Netherlands. Sports psychologists play a crucial role in the mental well-being and performance of athletes. To enter this field, one typically needs an undergraduate degree in psychology or sports science, followed by a master's, and often a doctorate for clinical roles. The job market offers a starting salary ranging from £25,000 in the UK to $60,000 in the USA, with senior roles commanding upwards of £70,000 or $110,000. Competition for these positions is high, and the job is emotionally demanding but also rewarding, as professionals work in diverse environments from sports teams to private practices. To get started, aspiring sports psychologists should seek internships, obtain relevant certifications, and be prepared for a competitive job market, especially in countries like the USA, UK, and Australia. A sports administrator needs a bachelor's degree in sports management, business administration, or a related field, with a master's degree often proving beneficial. Entry-level salaries start from £20,000 in the UK to $40,000 in the USA, with high-level positions earning up to £65,000 or $85,000. The competition level ranges from moderate to high. Pros of this career include the opportunity to work across various sports organizations and influence operations, while cons include long working hours and administrative challenges. To break into this field, gain experience through internships or administrative roles and acquire necessary qualifications. Job prospects are moderate, better in large cities and sports hubs, with high employment in countries like the USA, UK, and Australia. Athletic trainers are integral to athlete care, requiring a bachelor's degree in athletic training or sports science, and certification from bodies like BOC in the USA or UK. Salaries for entry-level roles range from £18,000 in the UK to $35,000 in the USA, with top professionals earning up to £60,000 or $80,000. The competition is moderate, and the job is both physically and emotionally demanding, but offers direct involvement in athlete care across various settings. To enter this field, one should gain certification, relevant experience through internships, and network within the industry. Job opportunities are moderate, particularly in sports-centric areas, with high employment in countries like the USA, UK, and Australia. As a rehabilitation specialist, you'll need a bachelor's degree in physiotherapy, exercise science, or a related field. Advancing in this career often requires a master's degree or specialized certifications in rehabilitation. Now let's talk about the job market and salary expectations. Entry-level positions in the UK start from £25,000 to £35,000, In Australia from 55,000 to 65,000 Australian dollars, in Europe from 30,000 to 40,000 euros, and in the USA from 50,000 to $60,000. At the mid-level, salaries rise to between 35,000 and 50,000 pounds in the UK, 65,000 to 80,000 Australian dollars in Australia, 40,000 to 55,000 euros in Europe, and 60,000 to $75,000 in the USA. High-level positions can earn from 50,000 to over 70,000 pounds in the UK, 80,000 to over 100,000 Australian dollars in Australia, 55,000 to over 75,000 euros in Europe, and $75,000 to $95,000 in the USA. The competition level in this field is moderate. The pros of working as a rehabilitation specialist include the ability to work in various settings like sports teams, clinics, and hospitals. However, the cons include the need for continuous education and certification updates. To enter this field, gain clinical experience through internships and obtain relevant certifications and advanced degrees. The ease of getting jobs is relatively moderate but higher in health-focused organizations. Countries with high employment opportunities include the USA, UK, Australia, Germany, Sweden, and the Netherlands, with key employers being hospitals and clinics, sports teams, and rehabilitation centers. Let's take a closer look at the global job market. In Australia, there is a high demand for sports and exercise science professionals, especially in metropolitan areas. Over in the UK, the market is competitive but offers many opportunities in cities with strong sports cultures. In Europe, the job market varies by country, with strong markets in Germany, the Netherlands, and Sweden. Meanwhile, in the USA, there's a high demand for professionals, particularly in states with a significant sports industry presence. Moving on to the organizations that actively recruit in this field. In Australia, notable employers include the Australian Institute of Sport, various AFL and NRL teams, and private health and fitness centres. In the UK, the English Institute of Sport, Premier League clubs, the NHS, and universities are key recruiters. Across Europe, national sports federations, professional sports clubs, and rehabilitation centers look for qualified candidates. In the USA, major recruiters include the NCAA, NFL, NBA, MLB teams, and private sports medicine and rehabilitation clinics. So how do you enter the field of sports and exercise science? Well, first, you'll need to obtain relevant undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. Next, gain experience through internships, volunteer work, and entry-level positions. Don't forget to acquire necessary certifications specific to your field. It's also crucial to join professional organizations, attend conferences, and connect with industry professionals. And remember, continuous learning is key. Stay updated with the latest research and trends in sports and exercise science. In conclusion, careers in sports and exercise science offer diverse opportunities across different sectors and regions. This field provides a fulfilling career path for those who are passionate about sports and health, though be aware, competition can be high in certain areas. Let's recap the key takeaways. There is a wide range of careers available, from sports scientists and physiotherapists to coaches and sports psychologists. Most roles require at least a bachelor's degree, with many benefiting from postgraduate qualifications and certifications. The demand for these roles is generally strong, especially in countries with a rich sports culture like the USA, UK, and Australia. Salaries vary significantly by role, experience, and location, with high-level positions offering substantial compensation. Lastly, careers in sports and exercise science can be rewarding, but often require long hours, continuous education, and sometimes physically demanding work. Entering the field of sports and exercise science involves several key steps. First, obtain a relevant degree to lay your foundational knowledge. Next, gain necessary professional certifications to enhance your credibility. Seek internships, volunteer opportunities, and entry-level positions to gain practical experience. Engage with professional organizations and attend industry events to expand your network. And finally, keep up to date with advancements in the field through continuous education. When it comes to employment, certain countries stand out. The USA has a high demand across various sports sectors. In the UK, there are strong opportunities, especially in professional sports and health services. Australia is seeing a growing demand, particularly in metropolitan areas. Germany offers significant opportunities in sports clubs and health institutions. The Netherlands has a strong focus on sports science and health, and Sweden also offers good opportunities in both sports and healthcare sectors. Various organizations are keen on recruiting sports and exercise science professionals. Sports teams and clubs, both professional and amateur, are always on the lookout for skilled individuals. Universities offer teaching and research roles that can be quite fulfilling. Health institutions such as hospitals, clinics, and rehabilitation centers also seek out sports scientists. Additionally, national and international sports bodies, including governing bodies and institutes, are important employers in the field. Pursuing a career in sports and exercise science can be highly rewarding for those with a passion for sports and a commitment to improving performance and health. With the right education, experience, and networking, you can find fulfilling roles in various settings, from professional sports teams to health clinics.